Right now, how high schoolers are helping Public Health Madison-Dane County make sure tobacco items stay out of the hands of those under 21.
A chilly weekend ahead with frost chances, but what might keep it at bay?
And police in Janesville have a man in custody after a woman was found dead on a trail. How authorities say the suspect and victim are connected. It's all ahead on News 3 Now at 10. Well, it is finally Friday night with the weekend ahead, and if you have plans, don't let the cooler temperatures catch you off guard. Last weekend, of course, we hit the 70s. It was beautiful, but that will not be the case over the next 2 days. Chief Meteorologist Alex Harrington has what you need to know, and he joins us with the first warning forecast. Alex.
Thanks, Eric. Yeah, let's show you those temperatures for this weekend. All we're going to do is 49 on your Saturday. We'll do 58 on Sunday, so Sunday definitely the better of the 2 days, but we'll be tracking frost chances tonight and then again on your Saturday night. Had some folks on social media say thank you for letting me know that frost is a possibility tonight because we could be dipping down into the lower 30s, if not the upper 20s. Folks are saying, well, I'm going to pull my plants in, and I encourage you to do that if you have any potted plants out there. You might want to tug those in overnight tonight and again tomorrow night, or throw a sheet or a towel over them to help keep them safe. We have freeze warnings across a good portion of the area, but we all stand the chance for having frost tonight. We're already down to 39 here in Madison, 37 in the Dells, 37 in Camp Douglas, 36 already further to the northwest up towards Black River Falls, but still hanging on to 41, and we got a 41 in Boscobel, tied between Boscobel and Janesville right now. Here in Dane County, a lot of 40s, a couple of upper 30s, Madison, McFarland right now. Sauk City, you're in the River Valley, tend to cool down a little bit more. Again, 39 here in Madison, but the winds are something I'm going to talk a little bit about in Maine weather, how those winds may help with that frost formation from not happening in some areas. And we're also going to talk a little bit about alert day conditions that are in our forecast, too. I got that coming up, folks.
All right, Alex, thank you. In the United States, you have to be 21 or older to buy any tobacco product. But how do you make sure local businesses are complying with those rules and keeping a potentially dangerous product out of the wrong hands? Armand Rahman shows us how Dane County is trying with some unlikely helpers.
If you see a couple of youth walking into a liquor store asking to buy some tobacco items, you might not think much of it, but Public Health Madison-Dane County wants business owners to think twice with this special operation.
Hey, how you guys doing tonight?
The compliance check you're witnessing right now has one mission:
to keep tobacco out of youth's hands.
And the spies that choose to accept it?
I kind of feel like an agent.
High schoolers under 18.
Do you have any Newport shorts?
They go inside liquor stores or gas stations, asked to buy something like a cigarette, vape, or nicotine pouch, and hope the answer is...
Do you have your IDs with you?
Then they report back outside with Jennifer Hurtado Barbas with PHMDC. She either comes in with congratulations or a citation. 3 citations means a fine.
The fines are getting heftier and heftier. I think that it's really shocking people, because it used to be like 100 here and there, between 100 and 200. Now it's like 600.
These agents asked not to show their faces or names.
Like, I'm like kind of sneaky. I'm like, ooh, like I know I look young. Y'all are messing up, but it's like cool. Really good to, like, I don't know, like try and maintain the integrity of like my community.
Last year, the team conducted 417 compliance checks in Dane County. 379 passed and 38 ended in selling tobacco to someone underage. The team says in the downtown area, gas station workers often mistake them for college students.
They just don't ask for ID. Sometimes they'll ask us for our age, but like that's not how you should do it, so we end up getting the tobacco.
Or just our birthday, too.
Yeah,
like, it's so easy to lie.
Now, full disclosure, today was not a real sting operation. Steve's Liquor agreed to let us film. They've passed almost all of their checks.
Somebody was rushed. You didn't do the math correctly. You know, those kind of things have happened, and so things like this coming through just kind of brings it back to the forefront of there's some stuff that we can't mess up.
The compliance check team says it takes everyone.
So I just want to make a difference.
Reporting in Madison, Armand Rahman, News 3 Now.
Brand new tonight, Madison fire investigators believe a lightning strike from severe weather Tuesday started that fire inside a Southwest Side duplex. That fire displaced 7 residents. Crews were called to a home along Cimarron Trail just before 10 p.m. and people in that building reported that a TV, quote, blew up and caught on fire. Inside crews say the TV and the wall it was on sustained significant damage. The drywall above the home's fireplace was blown off. Damage is believed to be about $100,000. Janesville police have a man in custody tonight in connection with a woman's body that was found along a trail Wednesday afternoon. This is 23-year-old Logan Barkley, a resident of Janesville. He was arrested for first-degree intentional homicide, and while he hasn't been formally charged yet in court, we are naming him because of the nature and severity of the alleged crime. Officers were called to Peace Trail at 12:45 in the afternoon Wednesday after that body was found. Police know who the woman is, but she has not been identified yet by the medical examiner. Yesterday, authorities spoke with Barkley and searched a home nearby. Janesville police say he and the victim share a child.
This was a domestic relationship that soured and was isolated between two people. There are no community threats at this time.
Barkley has no past criminal history in the state of Wisconsin. In Milwaukee, a man is in custody after police found the body of a missing woman in the trunk of a car. Police say 41-year-old Tamitka Stewart was last seen Sunday near her home. Stewart, a mother of 10, her family became alarmed when she wasn't answering their phone calls. She was found dead in the trunk of the vehicle Wednesday after police asked for the public for help finding her. Now her son is grieving the woman he says was always there for others.
I can say something to my mom right now. I'll say I love you and I care about you, Mom. I don't want you back. I don't want you to be gone away from us.
Investigators say the homicide is domestic violence related. Investigators say student behavior was the main reason why a swimming pier collapsed on Labor Day last year at UW-Madison, sending about a number of students into Lake Mendota. About 20 people were hurt, but the injuries were mostly minor cuts and scrapes. UW-Madison investigators say the pier was subjected to strains more than what it was designed for. Numerous warnings were issued to the some 80 students on the pier at the time, but investigators say their collective attitude led to a, quote, latitudinal strain, causing the pier support leg to buckle and give in. A child was hurt this morning after being hit by a car while trying to board a school bus. This happened about 7:30 in the morning on County Road MM between Oregon and Brooklyn. We're told the child only suffered minor injuries, but a preliminary investigation shows the bus was stopped with its lights activated, but a vehicle failed to stop and hit the child crossing the road. A state prosecutor says she will not bring charges against a Republican lawmaker accused of trying to evade state campaign laws in an effort to unseat Assembly Speaker Robin Vos. The Wisconsin Ethics Commission alleges former President Donald Trump's fundraising committee and State Representative Janelle Brandtjen conspired in a scheme to evade campaign finance laws to support Robin Vos's Republican challenger back in 2022. Vos angered Trump by firing Michael Gableman, who he had originally hired to investigate Trump's discredited allegations of widespread voter fraud. The Ethics Commission has recommended felony charges against Brandtjen, but today Waukesha County District Attorney Susan Opper became the 4th county prosecutor to decline filing any charges. Turning to national news, pro-Palestinian protests erupted for a 3rd day in a row at Columbia University in New York. These demonstrations coming just a day after 108 people were arrested by the NYPD on suspicion of criminal trespass. On Wednesday, dozens of pro-Palestinian students and faculty set up multiple tents on the campus lawn, a violation of university rules and policy. Columbia's president called on NYPD yesterday to clear the encampment and remove those protesters.
Students have a right to free speech, but do not have a right to violate university policies and disrupt learning on campus.
In response to what happened at Columbia, several college campuses across the country staged protests in solidarity today, including Boston University and The Ohio State University. A jury of 7 men and 5 women has been picked. Opening statements could begin as early as Monday in the history-making criminal trial of former President Donald Trump. Bradley Blackburn now with more from New York, including a frightening moment that happened outside the courthouse.
With a full jury of 12 New Yorkers and 6 alternates seated, the path is clear for opening statements next week in former President Trump's criminal hush money trial. Trump is charged with falsifying business records to hide an alleged affair with adult film star Stormy Daniels. Trump, who denies any wrongdoing, closed out the week just as he began it by railing against the case.
All over the world they're watching it, and all over the world they're saying it. This is a giant witch hunt to try and hurt a campaign that's beating the worst president in history.
Friday afternoon, an appeals court judge once again denied a request by Trump's attorneys to halt the trial as they seek to have the case moved outside of Manhattan.
For opening statements, I think the prosecution would do well to tell a very consistent and clear story that says, actually, the case is not that complicated. The defense is going to try and say that this is really just a case that doesn't even belong in criminal court.
Outside the courthouse, there were some horrifying moments when a man set himself on fire. Police say the 37-year-old, who had recently arrived from Florida, was rushed to the hospital in critical condition. Bradley Blackburn, CBS News, New York.
Well, here's a story that should bring a smile to your face. A special party held today for a good boy. Not just a job well done, but a career well done. This is Messy, an 8-year-old explosive detection canine hanging up his sniffer. The TSA held a retirement party for the 4-legged officer at D.C.'s Reagan National Airport. The yellow Labrador Retriever kicked off the celebration by finding a hidden training aid decoy device. The TSA then removed Messy's Do Not Pet patch. That signals his official retirement. Messy enjoys playing with tennis balls after work, and now he'll be able to do it all day long. More local stories are ahead at 10. Record stores nationwide are getting ready for what might be their busiest day tomorrow. Why? Well, it's Record Store Day, and vinyl has made quite the resurgence. Coming up, what makes listening to an album on vinyl so special?
You're watching News 3 Now at 10. Winner of the Best Evening Newscast by the Wisconsin Broadcasters Association.
At Blaine's Farm and Fleet, we get you outdoors because we get you. Whether you're ready to build your dream yard or get out on the water, we get you the right products at the right prices. Right now, Rewards members get a free $15 gift card for every $100 spent on Scott's products, like Scott's Turf Builder Weed and Feed, $64.99 after sale and mail-in rebate. Or Scott's Naturescapes Mulch, 3 for $10. Save even more with mail-in rebate. We get you outdoors because we get you at Blaine's Farm and Fleet.
At Weedman Lawn Care, we believe that a lush, beautiful lawn should be enjoyed by the whole family. That's why we offer a kid and pet-friendly program to create a healthier, greener, weed-free lawn that your whole family can enjoy. Our program includes effective applications of targeted weed control and slow-release golf course quality fertilizer to achieve real results. Call or click today for your free quote, or sign up now and see the Weedman difference. Doesn't your family deserve a Weedman lawn?
Thousands of our heroes face the difficult choice between keeping their heat and power on or facing homelessness. 21,000 Wisconsin veterans are living below the poverty line, many impacted by physical or mental health challenges. Wisconsin loses 3 veterans to suicide every week. Together, our mission is to provide all struggling Wisconsin veterans with a critical survival safety net that keeps them safely in their homes. You can make a real difference by providing a donation to the Wisconsin Heat and Housing for Heroes initiative, with 95 cents of every dollar donated going directly to those right here in your community. Help by visiting www.heatforheroes.org. or by calling 1-800-891-9276. That's 800-891-9276.
Shop from the largest selection of Chevy trucks and SUVs in Wisconsin at Bergstrom Chevrolet. All with Bergstrom's negotiation-free upfront pricing, including our exclusive 7-day price protection and money-back guarantees. Stop in or shop and purchase at BergstromChevrolet.com.
Justin, how does Next create trust with homeowners?
Next is a local family-owned business. We've been earning trust for over 20 years, and over 50% of our business comes from repeat and referral customers.
Visit nextwindow.com today.
We warn you first.
We have been talking for days about thunderstorm potential.
That's next Tuesday, so make sure you're aware of that storm system as it moves on in.
First, with the information you need to be prepared and stay safe. First Warn Weather. You're watching News 3 Now at 10. Moving forward.
A new program at the Dane County Jail is teaching residents how to handle their money better once completing their sentences. 7 residents are part of the inaugural financial literacy program. The jail teamed up with the Black Men Coalition of Dane County and Summit Credit Union to create a partnership for the program. It is a 6-week course that teaches residents financial basics like budgeting, banking, emergency savings, and also establishing credit.
So what classes like this aim to do is to give those individuals who historically don't have access to this sort of information, give them a leg up, give them an ability to be able to compete in the job arena, be able to get stable housing, be able to just live a prosperous life and not be in a situation that forces them to go back to some of the behaviors or the habits that they had initially.
Upon completion of the program, participants will be set up with a checking and savings account at Summit Credit Union. That checking account will have $240 deposited thanks to a grant made possible by the Black Men Coalition. A Waukesha High School is facing chronic absenteeism after the COVID-19 pandemic. And to help manage the problem, the school has now hired a special social worker who says Kids got out of the routine of coming to class during the pandemic. Being considered chronically absent is when a student misses 10% or more of the school year. That's roughly 18 days or more for any reason, even if they are actually sick. Before the pandemic, across the country, 1 in 6 children were chronically absent. Today, that number is at 28%, and in the Waukesha district, it's 17%.
Kids got out of the routine of going to school, doing their work as part of COVID. And now as we're trying to get out of that, we're seeing a lot more mental health related things. We're seeing a lot more anxiety related things.
While Waukesha South High School's absentee numbers are going down, district officials say students of color are most impacted. Jamie Hobson is a regular in the halls of Waukesha South, but she admits that was not always the case. She struggled to make connections to other students.
It was, for me, a predominantly white school to me. So I was really nervous. I was just more nervous about not making friends, people judging me. I didn't feel comfortable in my school at first.
Well, finding a place to belong made all the difference. Jamie joined the track team and also the Black Student Union, where she later became the president of the club. Risky business decisions made last year by Netflix appear to have paid off. In the first 3 months of this year, Netflix says it gained more than 9 million new subscribers. It comes after it cracked down on users sharing passwords, pushing more people to get their own accounts. Netflix is now nearing a record 270 million subscribers. Tomorrow might just be the biggest day of the year for record stores. It is Record Store Day. It's a day to celebrate and recognize independently owned music stores. First started back in 2007. It falls on the third Friday every April. Physical media has seen quite the comeback. That includes a vinyl revival as more musicians and bands putting their albums on vinyl. Steve Manley is the owner of B-Side on State Street, and he says while vinyl will never compete directly with streaming in this era, listening to a physical record is much different than just hitting play on an app.
I mean, it's I think, a little bit more of an intimate experience. It's more intentional. And I think there's also a souvenir aspect of it, too. I mean, people want to have a thing that they can keep from artists that they really enjoy.
One thing that makes Record Store Day unique are the exclusive releases offered. These are singles, albums, and live albums with just a few hundred or thousand copies made available. In Madison, B-Side, Strictly Discs, and Mad City Music are all hosting Record Store Day events tomorrow morning. Strictly Discs will open at 7 a.m. tomorrow, while B-Side and Mad City Music will welcome customers starting at 9 a.m. To learn more about Record Store Day and all the exclusives being offered tomorrow, visit recordstoreday.com. Anyone lining up early, though, make sure you bring a jacket, maybe even a coat. It's going to be cold tomorrow. Alex has more on the First Warn forecast.
It sure will, Eric. Yes, I have your what to wear forecast here. 32 degrees. You got that heavy sweater, that jacket, hat, maybe some mittens, some gloves. They'll have some frost in some areas, too. So a chilly way to start off your Saturday morning, especially compared to where we were just a week ago when we had all those warm temperatures. Frost is a possibility tonight, especially in those low-lying and those open areas across southern Wisconsin. Tracking that chilly Saturday with temperatures barely making 50 degrees. But good news, it will be warmer by the time we get to your Sunday. Freeze warning for much of southern Wisconsin. Again, this is one of those scenarios you might want to pull in those potted plants or maybe throw a sheet over some of those tender plants outside just in case, because we're going to be very, very close to freezing, if not just a degree or so below freezing. So if you're one of those susceptible areas, Dane County temperatures already diving down into the 30s. Wisconsin River Valley, our friends up towards Camp Douglas, your temperatures tend to cool down a little bit more under these scenarios, already down to 37 degrees right now in Camp Douglas. A little bit after midnight, temperatures falling to 34 in Camp Douglas. Our friends down by Beloit and Janesville at 38, 35 in Platteville. Again, that's kind of out in the open area, Platteville, across the prairies of southwestern Wisconsin. Temperatures at 2 o'clock, we're close to freezing. A lot of 33s out there. Then we got the 32 across Madison, Lone Rock, Mineral Point, Platteville, down to 30 at Camp Douglas at 4 o'clock in the morning. 6 o'clock, that's about where we're going to see these temperatures fall to their minimum, their coolest, 31 degrees. Quite a few of them, Lone Rock, Mineral Point, Madison, Watertown, Juneau, 29 up towards Marquette and Green Lake counties. By 8 o'clock, the sun comes up. Temperatures start to go up pretty quickly. but then they just slow down because we're going to have those chilly winds coming in from the northwest, bringing in colder air. So we'll be lucky to get 50 degrees on your Saturday. So warm up. I said in first weather, there's one ingredient that might help to keep some of that frost at bay, and that's the wind. It's merely those air molecules bombarding each other, not any different than moving your hands together, creating a little bit of heat that might help hold those temperatures at 32, 33. But areas over southwest Wisconsin, enough of that heat going out to space, probably will get just below 32. But at least we don't have this. Thanks, Jeff, for sending us this reminder of 2018, April 18th, April 19th. On this day at April 19th, we were still melting 7 inches of snow that fell on April 18th back in 2018. So no snow in the forecast, but at least it's not that right now. Rain, though, in the forecast Monday going on into your Tuesday, with that next chance of rain Thursday night going on into next weekend. Giving you a heads up here, folks, well in advance. Thunderstorms are looking likely by the time we get into next weekend, with heavy rain possible. Some strong storms are not out of the question. Watching Saturday or perhaps Sunday, could even be lagging on into Monday, the following work week, and there could be alert day conditions that we'll be tracking. Again, cool on Saturday, we'll warm right back up on your Sunday, and then that rain chance Tuesday, better chances for rain and perhaps alert day conditions as we head out into next weekend. Got some really stunning viewer photos to show here. Thanks, Jude, Lake Wisconsin. Look at that rainbow there, folks. And another rainbow, Sauk City. Thanks, Judy, for sending us that pretty photo here. I always like to show the weather, not just report or talk numbers here. Marine from the northeast side of Madison. Looks like a nice sunrise there. I think I have one more there. Beautiful sunrise from Monticello, just south of Madison. Again, love to show the photos. Easy to do. Just go to channel3000.com, the weather page, and click the Post Your Own button.
And coming up in sports, Wisconsin volleyball returned to the Fieldhouse. How the Badgers blew out the Flames in their spring season opener. That's next on News 3 Now.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
Earn a 30-cent Hy-Vee fuel saver for every $60 you spend this Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. That's a 30-cent fuel saver for every $60. Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, only at Hy-Vee.
Looks like they finally got rid of that trip hazard. They pump it full of mud?
It ain't mud, Jack.
Where are the patched holes? Where's the splashed mud?
It ain't mud, Jack.
Concrete lifting technologies can quickly raise and level any concrete surface using cutting-edge foam technology made in Wisconsin. Fast and accurate and eco-friendly.
How did those guys do it? Where are the holes? Where's the mud?
It ain't mud, Jack.
You made a cow. Actually, it's a piggy bank. My inspiration to start saving.
How about a more solid way to save?
I'm listening.
Well, BMO helps get your savings habit into shape with a cash reward every month you save.
Cash reward?
And there's a cash bonus when you open a new checking account to get you started.
Wow. Anything you can't do?
Mugs.
If there's one thing we like, it's choices. Find yours with Ford F-150. Gas, hybrid, or all electric. Whether it's towing, powering up, or getting from 0 to 60 in 3.8 seconds, what you choose to do with that much power is up to you. Tough this smart can only be called F-150.
Choose FlexBuy on F-150 and get 1.9% APR financing for 66 months, plus $2,000 FlexBuy cash and $1,000 open bonus cash.
Madison, a new era in golf has arrived. Introducing TPC Wisconsin, an elite golf club with worldwide privileges. Contact TPC Wisconsin today for your exclusive membership.
My husband and I finally agreed that we need a new bathtub and shower, so he went right to work on it. I think think he's procrastinating.
For a new bathtub or shower, just call 1-800-HANSONS. Installed in as little as 1 day with optional safety features and a no-leak guarantee. Get 50% off installation or no interest, no payments for 2 full years. Offer ends soon.
Call 1-800-HANSONS. Get it done.
Earn a 30-cent Hy-Vee fuel saver for every $60 you spend this Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. That's a 30-cent fuel saver for every $60. Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, only at Hy-Vee.
Wisconsin volleyball returned to the Fieldhouse for the first time since they punched their ticket to Tampa in the national semifinals way back in December. So it's been a while since they've played at home, but it was worth the wait. Carly Anderson making her Badger debut, and she fit right in. 27 assists for UW's new setter. Here's one of them to Anna Smrek with a little Smrek snack. And you can't talk about Wisconsin volleyball without a Devin Robinson sighting. She gets up to get down for one of her team-high 10 kills on the night. Robinson also had 7 blocks. Badgers break out the brooms as Wisconsin gets the sweep 3-0. The Bucks are 2 days away from tipping off Game 1 of their first-round matchup with the Pacers, and there was good news and bad news from the Deer. The good news, Damian Lillard practiced today, and Doc Rivers said he looked good. The bad news, well, you already know, Giannis' status. The Bucks president said on a radio show yesterday that the 2-time MVP will definitely not be back for Sunday's game. Doc Rivers, on the other hand, not quite as definitive.
I don't know yet. No, you know, we're still hoping. He hasn't done anything. So would we throw him out there? Yeah, we would. But for us, it's still, we're not sure.
Things been going for weeks.
7-game road trip for the Brewers started tonight in St. Louis. Crew taking on the Cardinals. This one scoreless in the third, and William Contreras stayed hot at the plate. He rips one down the third base line for an RBI double. He'd also add another ribby in the 10th, which would be the game winner. Brewers win in extras, 2-1 the final. Wisconsin softball back at home, opening up a 3-game series with Penn State. Nittany Lions up 1-0 in the third. And Caitlin Morrison sends one to the wall in center to bring home another run. Part of a 2-run inning for Penn State, and the Badgers just couldn't get much going in the batter's box. Wisconsin struck out 11 times and finished with just 2 hits. They fall 3-1 the final. And Jerry Kelly's down in Texas playing in the Invited Celebrity Classic, and he was playing really well in the first round. On 3, he rolls in the chirper for back-to-back birdies to drop him to 3 under. And it's safe to say he caught the birdie fever down south. Kelly birdied 7 of his last 11 holes on the day. He's 6 under, 1 shot off the lead. We're back after this.
This spring semi-annual store-wide sale is almost over at Ashley. Upgrade your sleep with a Tempur-Pedic mattress. Get $300 in free furniture, plus free delivery and 60-month special financing. Only at Ashley.
Get an 11% rebate on everything at Menards. Need cleaning supplies? Menards carries top brands like Dawn, Tide, and Bounty. Right now, receive $10 instant savings with a purchase of $40 or more on qualifying Procter & Gamble products. Soften your water with Diamond Crystal. It's perfect to help minimize water softener tank residue while helping soaps and detergents clean better and increases the life of your appliances. A 50-pound bag is $5.89 after rebate.
Save big money at Menards.
It's a great time to have RG Heating and Air Conditioning check your home's furnace system for safety and efficiency. RG services all brands and installs quality Trane equipment to keep your home running smooth year-round. Call RG Heating and AC today.
Hanson's knows what your home means to you. It's where you feel safe, comfortable, protected, and of course, no other place provides you with as much joy. That's why our durable, energy-efficient, and weather-resistant windows, roofing, siding, and gutters, as well as our bathtubs and showers, are all backed by our guarantee. So you can feel happy in your home for years to come. With professional installation and thousands of 5-star reviews, we're your trusted home improvement expert, exceeding homeowners' expectations for over 30 years. Get 50% off installation with high-quality craftsmanship you can count on. Or enjoy no interest and no payments for 2 years. From windows to roofing to siding to gutters to bathtubs and showers, no one's got you covered like we do.
Call 1-800-HANSONS. Get it done.
I worked as a truck driver for 36 years.
And then one day I got this letter.
Your retirement will be cut.
Will be cut in half.
You don't forget something like that.
Every paycheck we put money away. But because of Wall Street greed, boom, it was gone.
But Tammy Baldwin saw what they were doing and wrote a bill to save our retirement.
Then she fought like hell to pass it.
What Tammy Baldwin did for our families, you don't forget something like that.
I'm Tammy Baldwin, and I approve this message.
With Sweeto Metal Roofing, you get quality metal roofs installed by the best in the business. A metal roof means no fading, no storm repairs, true sustainability, and lower energy bills.
Sweeto Metal Roofing, the last roof you'll ever need.
This spring semi-annual store-wide sale is almost over at Ashley. Get the lowest prices on the latest styles. We're cleaning house and everything is on sale. And save even more on closeouts. Plus special financing for 60 months. Only at Ashley.
A crisis facing Wisconsin hospitals. Thursday at 10.
What the hell am I supposed to do with this?
Yeah, that would probably be your reaction too if you had to capture a runaway horse. This not-so-fast pursuit in Connecticut happened Wednesday morning. A horse had escaped from its nearby home. The Glastonbury Police Department shared that video on its Facebook page, sharing the horse was safely returned. As for the horse's condition, well, it is stable. No word on if the animal offered any bail money. It's the writing of Aaron Olivoy there, ladies and gentlemen. Well done, Aaron. Let's go to Alex. Final check of the forecast as we head for kind of a chilly weekend.
Yeah, chilly weekend ahead. Frost potential tomorrow morning. Frost potential again on your Sunday morning. We've got freeze warnings for much of the area tonight. I wouldn't be surprised to see freeze warnings again tomorrow night, too. Temperatures right around 31 to start off across much of southern Wisconsin. So if you still haven't done so already, you might want to pull some of those tender plants in the house, those potted plants. 49 on your Saturday, but hey, Sunday's not too bad after that frosty start. We'll do 58 for a high temperature. Next chance of rain is going to be Monday night going on into your Tuesday. Could be looking at frost again on Thursday morning, so heads up on that. And also a heads up as we go out into next weekend, turning warmer, more humid, looking at the potential for showers and thunderstorms, and some of those could be on the stronger side next weekend. We'll be watching that.
All right, Alex, thank you. Thanks for joining us tonight for News Tree now at 10. We hope you have a great weekend.